Finally, the veil, the connection, right? The conduit between worlds. The veil, for hundreds of years, has been fine. It has existed between these two worlds. It has allowed some amount of travel between the worlds. Something happened. And now the veil is fracturing. And its influence is becoming much more known on the worlds, causing extreme weather, causing dreams between the above version of you and the below version of you. And in some cases, is causing the veil to appear in places that aren't so reflective. Any questions on the world itself?
So you said that it allowed limited travel before, but it wasn't very common for people to know that there was an opposite world. Like most people just kind of went about their day, or was it like how
So
many
it's
Sunderings have there been?
only one. Only one.
Just the first.
Just the first Sundering.
Okay.
Um, the idea of another world on the above side, the idea of the below is not forbidden, but you don't talk about it, right? It's like something you talk to, like, maybe your partner or like your close friends to, but you're not going to go talk to your grandpa about it, you know. um it is very hush hush, and you definitely wouldn't go into a bar and people be talking about it. The
Very
below,
taboo topic.
yeah. The below, on the other hand, talks about the above all the time, because most of the people in the below are struggling and they're trying to get out, trying to make it to the above. And so, most people who have heard about the below are, refugees from the below who have ended up in the above.
How does that work? The upward mobility, I guess. Is that how do you get to?
Yeah, so there are a few methods of transit. You can either find a veil fracture, which is, you can think of it like a wormhole where you can pass through it. There are a handful of artifacts that also allow for, ease of travel. There are ferry operations. There are kind of more black market style movements. There is not, in general, there is not free movement, right? It's going to cost something.
The kind of
Whether
like
that's part of,
the Berlin Wall or something like that. Like it's heavily patrolled, and we see it as a barrier.
so the veil itself is kind of it is a sentient, like, it's not a being, but it does have sentience, right? And it has power. So there are fractures that show up in the world and may exist for a long periods of time, and those would be heavily patrolled. But with an artifact, you could get through it anywhere, right? You could reach through it through a handheld mirror, right? So it's less of something to be guarded per se, and more that, it is its own kind of entity, if that makes sense.
So essentially, a character can go between the above and the below.
Correct. And vice versa. Like, you can go below to above as well.
What happens to your character while you swap from the above to the below and vice versa?
It's not very well documented. There are, your character may have been ferried across before, and you would know that while you're in the realm that you're not supposed to be in, You feel drained. You tend to hear things that may or may not, be happening. Um, you also tend to, without some sort of training or expertise, you tend to stick out like a sore thumb because, the above is all kind of lit up, right? And the below is very dark. So, unless you are prepared, for that and dressed for it, and even just kind of how you walk and how you talk, um, all of those things are important when trying to blend into the world.
So,
Does that answer your question?
oh yeah, it does. I just have follow-up questions.
Yeah, of course, of course.
So, what happens to your mirror self as you transport in between the two worlds?
So there are there are two versions of yourself, right? One that exists in the above and one that exists in the below. Um, they While you are aware of your other being, you don't have any innate connection to them unless the veil decides that you do. So if you happen to have a dream, right, that you share with your counterpart, that was given to you by the veil. Some people in the below view it as like a blessing, right? As like a gift from God type of thing. Um, but I assume you like there's no connection. There's no like weird paradox. Like if you guys are in the same room at the same time, like it'll just be like your siblings there, right? But it's not like you guys can't exist in the same place,
Got it.
and it's not like you guys swap.
Got it. What are some of the differences in attire, language, etc., between the above and below?
So like I said, the above is very bright. It's very you know, booming economy, right? So you'll see people in full clothes, full garb. Um, Languages are kind of very well spoken. Um, there's a list of languages in Notion as well, um, that kind of discern which realm they are in. Um, there are languages that kind of cross the veil as well. Um, I think for the most part, the below is very scrappy, right? Like, for lack of a better term, it is the hood, right? It is the world that's forgotten. It is the struggle bus, right? So you may not have a full set of clothes, right? You may have just scraps of linen covering you, right? Um, to get gear and equipment is going to be tough. Not only because it's going to be expensive, but finding someone who wants to sell it to you is going to be tough. So a lot of times in the below, it'll be handed down to you, or maybe you stole it, or maybe you found it from somebody, right? And a lot of people in the below tend to have like natural armor that allow them to kind of not need additional armor. Um, so finding like other gear and pieces in the below, you're going to be going to like black markets. There's a few cities in the below that would sell you stuff. But like I said, it is going to be more costly just because there's less artisans down here. Do you have a question, Moj? Okay.
No, I don't think so.
Okay. Um, there are three key factions. There's a lot of factions in the world. I think I've built out like 16 so far, but there are three key factions that we'll be dealing with a lot. And determining or once we determine how you guys know each other and how you guys are going to kind of, hook in together, we'll determine kind of which faction we lean into. Um, so on the above side, it's RSL Damaris. She's the High Solar Lady. She's the queen. of the above, and the solar crown. So the solar crown, you can kind of think of them as like they are the wealth, they are the military, they are the very structured people of the above. On the below side, there's Vera of Ash. She has it. Most people think that they are connected, that they are the above and below versions of each other. There are people on the below side that don't want to believe that. People like the Null Church. They don't believe that they are connected. They believe that Queen Vera has been brainwashed or has been replaced. And the Null Church wants to keep everything separate. That's on the below side. And then finally are a slew of factions that have no real connection together, but they group together as the Veil Watch orders. And these are guardians that have taken it upon themselves to try and keep the Veil stable. They can exist on either side of the Veil. They are typically very secretive. They aren't, they're not people that are going to be walking the streets and talking about what they're doing. They tend to just kind of keep to themselves, and even with other Veil Watch orders, like they don't really talk to each other. They all kind of have their space, and they kind of handle keeping the Veil as stable as possible. And their sole purpose is balance, and they will die to protect the balance. Just to name drop a few other powerful groups, the Coin Guild exists in both worlds. They are an economic powerhouse. They have too much money. They are like the English royals. They own a bunch of land. They can lose 20,000 gold and it not matter, right? So they are
the East India Trading Company.
Right. Yeah. You need a loan. That's who you go to. There's the Mirror Ministry for those dark roguey types. It is the largest spy network hosted in the above. And on the opposite side, in the below, is the Shade Parliament. And they handle rogue and spy activity in the below. All right. So I have a few different options for us to pick from. How do you guys want to do this? Do you want to go through like the hooks, or do you want to go through characters first? I had hooks then characters, if that works, but you guys would rather hear about characters first. I'm cool with that.
Cool for them.
Put your hooks in me.
Get the hooks, yeah.
Okay. So
I have one quick question.
Yeah.
You said that Aracel and Vera were linked, like as in people think that they are the mirrors of each other?
Correct. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
But some
Yeah.
of the
I wondered
people
that
in the
too.
below don't.
They
correct?
don't want to
There's
believe
certain
that.
house.
Yeah.
Right. The Null Church basically stands that Vera was brainwashed into thinking that.
Is that the three people that are the same soul guys?
Yep.
Okay. Triad, something.
Someone's been reading.
Trying to.
Why she needs another monitor.
Exactly.
At least 4.
Tell him.
At least.
Yeah, I said 2 ultra wides is my solution.
The 2 like curved ones, just
Yeah.
like all the way around, just
Exactly.
surround
Or just
screen.
On top of each other.
Mm-hmm.
I'm lucky I have a monitor with my laptop.
Okay, proceed.
Okay. I think I'm gonna type this out because it might be easier. Bum, 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 bum. Someone just sent me a message and it just says spoiler on it, and I'm very excited. I just wish it would show it to me.
No spoiler for you.
Spoiler.
Right.
Speaking of spoilers,
Spoiler,
Sam,
we all
good job
have,
falling
uh,
off after the first episode of Critical Role. I'm proud of you.
Hey, I'm
Still
going
haven't gone
strong.
through the
It's
whole
just a
first
thumbs up.
episode.
I'm somewhat still sticking with it. This last episode was hard for me to watch.
We're watching it before the next one comes out, at least.
Right,
It's
no,
a
I'm just saying
start.
this last one was hard to watch. There was a lot going.
I think we're like
True.
halfway through 2, something like that. We need to finish it.
2 was good.
I don't know how much I have left of the most recent one.
All right. So I put a few different options in the general channel. You can vote for multiples. No worries. And then we'll go off our top 3, and I'll give you the pitches for each of those.
So I'm gonna ask a silly question
Mm-hmm.
because I just want to make sure that I'm sure this
Mhm.
is what it is, but the order that they're in is the order going across.
That would be correct. Mm-hmm. Oh, okay. All right.
Wait,
Oh,
how many times are we
okay.
allowed to vote?
You can only vote. Well, you can vote for multiple. Yeah.
I was say I thought you said that. I'll take
Yeah.
them off if I
Okay,
need
I
to.
didn't hear that part. I didn't hear that.
Yeah.
Part.
You can vote for multiple.
So, okay.
Oh wait. Oh
I want
snap.
it all.
Just vote everything.
Right?
Let's
Make
do it
MP
all.
make
Want
the
it all.
decision. Everybody
make me
votes
too.
everything.
Yeah.
Right. It's a
Like
tie.
spin the wheel.
Yeah,
spin
be
the
real,
wheel. Just put
Ian's
everything
chat,
on
and just
there.
tie everything.
Rollies
up.
for what we're doing in the campaign to begin with.
Gee.
Who put G? God damn it, Paul.
G Unit.
Unit. My neighbors are gonna be like.
I
very
don't know what
confused.
intrigue means.
Oh.
Intrigue.
All right. All right. All right.
Hey, it's not me this time, MP.
Hey, I read it like that though. I thought it said
Intrigue. Iglesias.
Africa.
I can be
Blue,
your
I hate you.
hero, baby.
That was really funny.
I can wipe away the tears.
All right.
You could
Mystery and
whop away the
exploration,
tears.
relic
I
hunt,
don't
and
actually
cross
live
I thought it
realm
was kiss over the
exploration
pain.
in personal and moral drama.
All
All right.
I like the drama.
The drama.
Drama.
The drama.
Happy.
All right.
and sad. Drama.
First and foremost, mystery and exploration.
First and foremost, why don't I have a beer poured?
That's a great question, Paul.
First day on the job. It's fine.
Goddamn, Paul.
Listen. I
Rookie mistakes.
wanted to come prepared.
Who does that anymore these days?
All right. So, the Shattered Convoy. You're all either members, guards, or passengers on a river caravan ferrying valuable, perhaps even sacred relics between the Solaris Gate and the deeper trade outposts in the Westvale Dominions. So this is going from the above to the below. The journey is long but routine until, as the caravan passes a notorious set of weeping waterfalls, a commonly thin spot in the veil. Reality rips. A fracture occurs. Half the wagons vanish into a shimmering void, while the other half reappear days later, miles away, scorched with cold fire and smelling of ozone. Your party awakens separated from any remaining survivors, with no idea what happened to the cargo or the missing half of the convoy. Each of you carries a small humming veil crystal that seems to resonate with something distant. This event is your origin. That is mystery and exploration. All right. E. The veiled object.
Question.
Mm-hmm.
For the last two, can you read them in like a funny accent? Like, let's mix up the flow a little bit.
I have one accent, Paul, and that is Indian shopkeeper from a bodega.
Okay, no, never mind. Good. Continue forth. Pretend I never asked.
What? You don't want to do a southern accent? Come on.
How much do you miss New York, Paul?
0. But continue.
Valid.
I miss Ian, Dana, and occasionally Maj, who shows up.
You don't miss Ted?
I do miss Ted. But it also depends which day of the week it is.
Fair.
Also valid.
The veiled object. A powerful, unstable artifact. Perhaps a new fragment of the first chord, or a piece of the mirror of Vera has been discovered. The catch? It exists partially in both realms, simultaneously. In the above, it appears as a shimmering, untouchable mirage causing strange light phenomena. In the below, it manifests as a solid, cold object, draining memory from anyone who touches it. Your party is assembled by a neutral entity, to be determined, to retrieve this veiled object. You must learn how to interact with an object that is both real and spectral, moving between above and below to secure it before its instability causes widespread disaster or a rival faction steals it for exploitation. The veiled object.
I just want to point out that my dog is snoring so loud that it's picking up on my mic, lighting up the screen.
Finally, the broken oath. One morning, a wave of profound spiritual agony sweeps across a localized region of Etheria. Perhaps a district in Kalinth, or a network of caverns in Dulvera. In that exact moment, one or more members of your party feel an intense burning pain. You quickly discover that incredible, powerful, and ancient oath, one of the sacred vows from before the Sundering, perhaps even linked to one of your personal oaths, has been catastrophically broken. Its violation causes immediate, visible distortions in reality. Mirrors crack, plants grow in reverse, and whispers of betrayal echo in the air. Air. You're now bound to this fractured oath, compelled to discover who broke it, why, and what devastating consequences its unraveling will bring to both realms as the veil itself struggles to contain the discord. The broken oath.
That's very
The
Futurama.
circus of value.
All right. This is entirely your guys' decision. However you guys want to determine it, that's up to you.
I'm gonna go with majority. Okay. Let's wait and see.
Do we just like the comment that we agree?
Yeah, that works. If you guys want to talk about it, you guys can talk about it.
I like the veiled object, just for the story part of it. But the mystery and exploration, I like the how we all know each other.
Yeah, I like.
We can also combine them.
Like the first and the third are the two that like really intrigue me.
Same.
I like the
You don't like the
third personally
MacGuffin?
because my character is super oath.
Not after the heist from our last game. No,
What'd you say, Sam?
I'm a
I
little
didn't hear you.
What a
scarred.
nightmare. Yeah. And we can also mix them, right? Like if we like the we're part of a ferrying crew, and we want to experience the the broken oath, like can do both.
I'm just trying to think with my character. I think the only one that really makes sense for her is Broken Oath. But I'm sure we can make a situation for anything, right? But just off rip,
Yeah,
I
correct.
think Broken
Correct.
Oath for me
Yeah.
would be the only one that I could put myself in as my character.
I think if we don't have to give like full backstories at this moment, I think any one of these could potentially work.
Yeah, that's why we didn't do full backstories, is because this is like, this is where you should be, like it's cool to have a backstory for your character, but like having this like starting point, I think will affect some of your stories.
I like the first two.
Okay.
I'm gonna disagree with Maj, so he can call it an L tank and go with the third.
So
I am so
personal.
shocked. I'm so shocked that Maj wants the MacGuffin one, Wow. You guys are all liking 1 and 3. Okay. Do you guys want to do a mix of 1 and 3? Do you want to choose one of the two?
I mean, I'm fine if to mix them.
I think a mix is good.
Again, I'm just gonna go with the majority because I'm open to anything. I just want to play.
All right. Fuck it. You guys are. I think that'll work, Sam. I think that'll work well. Cool. That works for me. All right. First roll of the game. Everyone is playing rollies.
Initiation.
What's that?
What we rolling
so
for?
everyone's gonna roll a d20, and this time whoever gets the lowest result wins.
Fuck! I got a 20, dude. Fuck.
I rolled 17.
I've got a 1.
Okay.
I got a 1.
First roll of my 20, I get a 1.
Not 20.
Is this what I hit?
Oh my god.
That's so
funny.
I got a
That's hilarious.
butthole, dude.
I got a 15.
16.
Blue? Okay. All right. Have net roll one
Got a
just
9.
for fun.
What do you say, MP?
8. Okay. All right. So Nicole and Maj roll off.
Rollies, rollies.
You both got 1.
They both got one. Yeah.
Nice.
10.
2.
Oh no way. Okay.
My.
You're already
This is
pissing me
going to be
off, dude.
interesting.
Fuck off.
Okay. That's fun. That's real fun. Okay. Just taking some notes. All right. Cool. All right. Before we get into characters, and I shut up for a bit, did everyone roll their stat sets? Your ability scores, your 5d6. Drop the lowest.
Maj is slacking.
I don't think Nikki did either.
I didn't either much.
Look
Don't
at you
worry.
two.
He said we didn't have to. He was like, don't worry about it. We'll get it
Roll in the
done."
lowest, least prepared.
All right. No
But
worries.
at least you
no
got
worries.
character art. That's good.
Hey,
Literally the first thing
Something's
Maj
better
did.
than nothing. Something's better than nothing.
Maj also
I
wrote
told you
a
earlier,
2-page
Sam, that I was
backstory,
not prepared.
So,
I
yeah.
did. And it's only up
What?
to childhood. It's not even adulthood
Right.
story yet.
Right.
See,
Are
now
you
I
writing
feel
an
bad, though,
autobiography?
because-
What the fuck?
He
I've done it
always
for all
does
my
it, man.
characters.
He
Ask
always
MP,
does
I
it.
do it for all my characters.
I sent
It's a
MP
fucking
12
novel,
bullet
and I
points
love
and
it.
I said, that's about all I got.
Oh no, I write MP a full story.
Well, and see,
Yep.
and now I feel like I gave too much because if our story's gonna change, I'm like, oop.
It's fine. You
Yeah.
just gotta be adaptable, you know. And it's
Pivot.
really just like recent adapted, you know.
I don't adapt.
Well,
Then your
I'm
character's
Yeah,
gonna die.
that's D&D. Hope you
I'm
have a
always the
backup
first one to
character.
die. Oh, I've got plenty.
All right. So for those of you who haven't rolled your ability scores yet, if you could do that by the end of the weekend and send them to me, that'd be great. And I need all the numbers, not just your final number.
Hmm.
So I need all your rolls,
And what is
including
it again?
the ones that you dropped.
Is it the 5?
5d6. Yep. Yep. All right. Well, go around the room, and you don't have to give everything about your character, but you know who you are. You know, maybe your oath could be important here. And then maybe something unique about your character. And Paul, you're up first.
Is it because I didn't roll the lowest?
No, it's because
He's
you
alphabetical.
start with A. Yeah.
Good lord. I thought my name was Paul, but apparently not. So the start. My character's name is Varys Downfall or Dawnfall.
I fucked you up with that. I'm so sorry. I kept calling it Downfall before we got in here.
Dawnfall. I had it right, and then Sam kept saying it.
I'm sorry.
Fucking awful. Not even had a shot yet. I would say I come from the. Should I say what realm I came from?
Yeah. Yep.
Gloomsworm, the below. I come from. My oath is kin and clan. I am a rogue. Let me pull up the thing that I was working on before this.
A rogue, you say?
A rogue. What's
funny.
my subclass?
Soul Knife.
My soul knife is my subclass. I don't have the sheet printed out yet.
No, you're
I was
fine.
trying to
You're
do
fine. You're fine. We're not getting into
more.
like mechanics and stuff. Just like a little bit about your character.
Soul knife. I'm still working out like the full storyline of it. I was getting pretty far in the outline, and then I kind of got very sidetracked with a few things this week. But
all good.
My earliest memory is I woke up one day and I couldn't remember anything, including who my family was, any of that. And thieves adopted me because they saw me being attacked by something and decided to spare me. And they became my adoptive parents. I traveled around with them until I realized that they killed, and I did not like that they killed a family to steal something out. And it wasn't self-defense, it was they intended to do it. So I decided to disappear from them. And that is as far as I've gotten.
Do you have an alignment?
Alignment, neutral.
Okay. All right. Thank you, Paul.
Is that good? Did I do well?
That's great. You did great.
You pass.
Thank you. What are the notes, Mosh?
No notes. No notes.
Hell yeah! I've never heard him say that.
Maj is the
Recording
resident
this.
rogue player, so
Nice.
Nat played Soul Knife last time though. He liked it, I think.
I did
Maybe.
try to knife some a ladder with my spectral knife.
Right. That was funny. That was funny. Demise.
Yeah. So my
I think so.
character,
Possible.
my character is a lady. Is also a true neutral being. She basically, I guess TLDR, had an oath of kind of like an adaptation of the family over everything oath, but it was protect the bloodline at all costs. And some crazy shit happened to her, and she completely shattered the oath. I am the only one left of the bloodline. And so the Veal didn't like that too much. The Veal said, yeah, fuck you. And MP homebrewed an Abyss Glass Crystalborn for me, where I've basically been wandering the pits, trenches, and awfulness of the belowest, like, ocean. Wandering in the darkness and the cold and everything for over 150 years now. Been fun. Very dark, very shadowy character. Has now been basically damned to an oath of silence. So my character will probably not talk ever. Which I know, crazy. Sam's not talking. It's crazy. But
It's about time.
yeah, I know. She finally shuts the fuck up, right? But yeah, looking forward to it. Am true neutral. I guess my fear, because we talked about fears a little bit, my fear is that people would know about the story of what happened with my bloodline and my ancestry, basically, and they would not know the full truth of why what happened. And also, I'm a little scared to be the last of my bloodline, but I have been in solitude for so long that I don't really know how that's going to go in terms of like RP wise with everybody, just because there's going to be noises that will scare me that will seem like nothing to anybody else, but I haven't heard people or like civilization or animals or really anything where I've been. So it's going to be a little crazy for my character, a little overstimmied. But basically, I want her to be like the embodiment of what people fear the most about breaking oaths. Like a myth. I almost think I talked to MP about this a little bit earlier. I think I told you. I don't know if I just wrote it down or if I actually talked to you about it. But like, when parents tell their kids, like, this is why we don't break oaths. Like, I'm the embodiment of that. How I look, I'm dark, I'm full of dark black crystals. There is no light emanating from me. There is no sound emanating from me. Where crystalborns in the world that I think that we should know it are all like wind chimes and you know, like kind of like humming all the time. There's silence, darkness, nothing from me. So I think it's going to be interesting for the world to see my character as well. So often I think I'll be like kind of shrouded in a cloak or some linen or something, I don't know, to try and blend in. But yeah, that's Demise. And yeah.
She sounds awesome.
Yeah.
Not
I
awesome
hope so.
for her, but she sounds
so
awesome.
cool.
I hope. I told MP that I wasn't gonna go with any Pirates of the Caribbean tropes, and then here I was trying to be Davy Jones. But yeah, anyways, we evolved from there.
It's very interesting that it feels very like, what if Harm couldn't talk, you know?
Interesting, yeah. If she
I like
wasn't
it.
an evil
I like it.
bitch, yeah, got it.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly. All right, Erebar. Erebar?
Bar, yeah.
You're a bar.
Okay, all right.
So I'm Erebar Blackfang. I am a 55-year-old human, just a dude. I carry with me what looks like a wooden staff with a very intricately carved animal head atop the staff, or staff cane. I am also a rogue from the below. And I, to my knowledge at least, have no living family. My parents were killed in a fire when I was young, set ablaze by who knows. Um, I like to read. I read a lot, hang out all over town, sitting on benches with a book. Um, and yeah, that's about it. I am chaotic neutral.
What's your oath?
My oath, yeah. I had to read what it was called. My oath is the oath of the whispered truth.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Did you share your picture? I don't remember.
I shared a few of them. Here I will.
The latest one. You just fucking like
the latest one I did not.
Fucking Geralt looking ass.
Exciting.
Well, okay, so the latest one you respond to, or the one I posted after that?
Oh god. Oh god.
I threw a pretty cool one in there after that.
Whoa, that's sick. Oh, that's sick.
You want me to throw that one up?
Don't do that one. Don't do that one.
Don't do that one. Do the
Don't
other
do that
one.
Yeah, do the other one. Do the other one.
Oh.
You gotta share.
We won't tell.
Yeah.
You guys will enjoy it. Don't worry. Don't worry.
Random person appears on Red's camera. Like, hello.
Oh,
I
wasn't.
Do they want to play Red?
We don't want them playing.
Got it. Heard.
I mean, half of them are like inebriated right now. It's
Oh,
fucking
God.
shit show out there.
Hey, sometimes that makes it fun.
Blue.
Ready?
Yeah. Blue, you can also decide how much you share.
I know.
You don't have to like you don't have to do your big like twist here.
What's my big twist?
There's a twist.
Mm-hmm.
I have a twist.
Hang on.
Like chubby checker twist.
What?
Yeah.
Come on, baby. Shit, am I showing my age?
Yeah.
God damn.
Red, I got you,
I
Red.
was just
I got
singing
you.
it with you. I was just singing it with you. Okay.
Yeah, but you
go
work with
around
old
that.
people, so I mean.
No, you don't have to.
You know what?
I was just saying
No.
if you don't like if you want to talk about it, you can, but
I
you
went
also
to car
don't have to.
cruises. I listened to all that stuff.
Would that be a secret to most people?
Maybe your doings in there. Maybe not the fact that you do it, but like what you do in there. You know. But you guys can also like, this is players talking, right? And then in character,
Right.
you don't know it.
Okay.
Look, every single one of y'all got a fucking secret that I'm hiding, okay?
Yeah.
And
Just
And I'm
remember, Blue,
like-
only you can prevent forest fires.
Right. I'm Smoky the Verdant folk.
Everyone's gonna kill each other. MP, is this the thing where everyone kills each other?
maybe we'll see. Who knows?
Right.
Is this the D20 Secret Sober episode?
now I'm like sweating. I'm like, how much do I say?
You can say as much as you want.
I want to say it all.
Well, hold on.
He goes, wait.
Wait.
Hold up.
Hold.
I'm so bad with secrets.
hold
That's
up.
my problem. I'm a horrible liar.
Gotta work on the poker face.
How the fuck do I reply?
I have horrible poker face.
I don't have a poker face
Oh,
either.
are you? Don't do this.
Yeah, don't. Remember what you replied to that saying?
Right.
Yeah,
Okay,
hold
so
off on that, but do everything else.
It's not even like.
Yes, not even that.
No secrets. Not yet.
No, all the secrets. Should keep them.
Oh.
No, save it.
Wow. Okay.
Save it.
So. Okay.
Will you spill your secret if I send you like a piece of candy?
Jerry has a bear plush, dog.
Piece
What
of
else are you
candy?
gonna send her?
Yeah, what you gonna give him? Okay. So my character is a verdant folk. She is like mostly made of vines and leaves. She has like ferns growing up from like the sides of her head, kind of towards the back of her head. She is a monk. And let's see. She is part of like a grove, a fern grove. So she's like that's her species kind of. And they're like tropical climate, like sea caves. And as a young child, she was sent to be with these monks and learned to like fight and study and all this stuff. She like learned about the veil and like the importance of keeping things balanced between the above and the below. So that's what makes her neutral, and that is also her oath to keep the balance of nature, of life and death, and the above and the below. Verdant folk believe that like life is a part of death, is a part of life. Like it is all circular. Like death leads to life.
It's a circle of
They
life.
don't. Yeah, exactly. And that like living a good life gives like nutrients to the soil and gives like memory to the soil, and that memory is stored in the soil and like stored in plants and things. So like long lives are kind of, or like eternal life or immortals are kind of like you're wasting that like good memory or whatever. It stretches memory thin. So they can live quite long lives, but they're also like willing to like be part of the soil. They don't necessarily like look down on humans or like flesh creatures, but because they're like more interested in like being fulfilling. I don't know how to describe that, but like they want to learn about people's lives and like their memories to like carry on into the soil. So yeah, she's like she can do martial arts and stuff. She doesn't really have a whole lot of weapons. She might have some daggers here and there. She kind of like Groot style can like grow a branch to swipe or grab or stab, whatever. Yeah. Any questions?
Did I miss what your name was?
Yes, you did.
She didn't give it.
Smokey the Verdant folk.
I was gonna say I feel bad because that was like the one thing I missed.
Yes, you did.
But it was intentional.
Okay.
That was the thing that I told her not to say. So.
Okay.
So no, you didn't miss her name. She just didn't get it.
No, you didn't miss it, but you did miss it.
Okay.
Real quick, I have to share something. When I was coming up with the verdant folk, I always like Google names to see if they exist. And I found this post of fucking vegetables and suits,
Oh
and
no.
it made me giggle a lot. Enjoy.
Oh, I got it on Facebook.
Yes.
I didn't even bring up anything. My bad. Oh, there we go.
Fuck?
What the hell is this?
They look like the U.S. presidents from like number like numbers like 30 through 35.
That's
One
what
of the
asparagus
glasses
really
is
looked
my
like.
favorite.
Yeah.
This is
Veggie
like
Tales,
the-
then and now.
Yeah, where are they now?
The description is
Detail
really
suits.
funny.
I didn't read it. That's funny.
Better than most
take-
humans.
Take tea time very seriously.
Oh god.
That's great.
Rovan.
Rovan.
Is the R silent?
No, I mean it can be. You want it to be silent.
No,
Nice.
no. This is your character, dog.
Rovan. Rovan Key. He's a Lutrari, Otterfolk. Let's see. What do I want to give out? My oath is Veilwatch. Promise to keep the realms in balance. Let's see what else. His visual, like I sent the image in the character and campaign art. You'll notice he's kind of like half and half. It's almost like a kind of like a above and below kind of look. And let's see. He was born in the crevices between cities, and he grew up near a boundary rift, and where a place where prayers go unanswered, but nightmares are vivid and shared. He's a child of silences and distant echoes, where he quickly learned to listen where others spoke, to watch where others judged. And they were inducted into the Veil Watchers and a secretive order sworn and to maintain equilibrium between the realms, which we all know that. He now walks the tunnels of old shrines, cataloging fluctuations, quieting tremors of divine imbalance. He likes to talk to people about their prayers, and because he is very interested in that, because he finds a lot of knowledge from that.
And you are a cleric, right? Is that what we decided?
Yes, a cleric. Let's see here. I think that's all I got.
Cool.
Yeah.
Good to meet you, Rolvan. Sade.
Camera is adjusted.
I have a question, but if it's a secret, I'm scared to ask.
For who?
For
me?
For Red, yeah. I'm
Yeah.
afraid if it's your secret, I don't wanna.
I don't even know
blow
what
it
my
open.
secret is, so it's no big deal.
I guess like it's kind of obvious a little bit, but is he a mirage?
A mirage.
Plead the fifth.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't know.
Cool. Understood.
I don't think that Red knows what a mirage is.
Oh, okay.
For full disclosure.
No, I don't. So I don't know.
Sade.
Sade. Alright. So, Sade is a tiefling. I guess you could kind of say she's like a combination aesthetic coloring of like Shigo and Maleficent. She has emerald green skin and eyes. She's got the black tiefling horns that are very iridescent. Has like a shiny green tint to them as well. I'd say she's neutral. Her oath of the Crimson Tide. So even though she is a tiefling, she does have what appears to be wings, but they're not technically true wings for her. Kind of, but I don't know if I want to.
Yeah, wings aren't typically
Describe
found
that.
on tieflings, but
Mhm.
wing, Sade does appear to have a pair of wings. Appear to be bound to her in some way.
Her best friend was murdered in front of her, so she has that stuck with her. But she is seeking for the individual that hired that person. For revenge. And then I think she is a sorcerer bard.
Sweet.
I don't know if I ever said, but mine's a druid. I don't think I said that, but
A druid?
a druid. A water.
I think
Water
you did say
druid.
that.
Okay.
Oh, and she loves books. That was the other thing. It was a small little
Nerd.
detail, but she loves books. She loves reading.
Fucking nerds.
Bunch of nerds.
You
Fucking
and the old man
Erebor
sit
and
on a
Sade
bench
just
and read
talking
some
about
books.
book choices.
As a tree person, I feel offended.
Just sitting on a bench reading some books, dog.
Maybe, I like stories. Just the idea of stories and hearing them doesn't have to technically be a physical book, but she can be kind of dirty mouthed sometimes, like, I don't know, not always prim and proper.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Zalim.
What that mean? My character is Zalim. He appears mostly elven in form, but he has very stark white skin with these very dark, visible purple veins. He is a Shadowbound. He is a rogue warlock. In a first appearance, I'm also partnered unintentionally with Sam. He dresses like Will Turner from Pirates of the Caribbean, like that maroon button-up shirt with the vest over top, leather breeches.
Breeches.
The headband? Do you have the headband too?
Sometimes.
Okay.
His eyes shift between like almost like an orange from Sunset, as well as like that purple of like Dark Knight.
Mm-hmm.
At first glance, he doesn't appear to carry any weapons or have any armor on him that is visible, that you can see. And his oath is the Broken Blade. And he is currently in the below.
Hell yeah.
I didn't mention.
Did we get alignment on that?
Chaotic neutral.
So much neutrality.
I know.
I just want to say I was the first one who went neutral, guys. You can't say I was following anyone on this one.
You just made your
Red,
character
what
like
was
an hour
your
and a
alignment?
half
I
ago.
was
What
gonna
do you
say
mean?
the first verbal one.
Oh god. All right, Nicole.
It doesn't matter.
What's your question,
All right.
Blue?
It's fine.
Okay.
Is it why so many people are neutral?
No, I was asking Red what his alignment was.
I'm also neutral. No, I'm just kidding. I think I think
You
it
need to
makes
think
sense
about
for
it.
my character to be lawful good, but we'll see how that plays. My name is Zira Sahar. She is a Mothkin who is a ranger. So we like homebrewed a special class subclass for the ranger called a Dusk Weaver. So I'm like able to tie in the story with my subclass. All right. I'm not versed in it, so we'll learn more about that as we go together. The main thing about my character that you'll notice is aside from her huge wings, she's a sphinx moth. So she has these markings on her wings that look like runes, but they kind of, melt into each other and transmute, kind of like a Rorschach test kind of deal. And my oath would be whispered truth. So expose hidden knowledge in the world. Sphinx moths are the lore keepers of their kind. So I grew up in the under, always stayed in the under. Mothkin can live for quite a long time. I think it's like 500 years or something. So we have writings from before the Sundering, and like we like to upkeep them and everything. So I was a part of that. When you get your real name in the Mothkin culture, you go through a ritual. And in this ritual, you're out alone for 3 days, and then you come back and you like tell everybody like what you saw. So it's kind of like a ayahuasca trip, or where you have this like transformative moment, right? So during that, for me, I witnessed something. I'm not quite sure what I saw. I heard someone speak a name or words. It was very short. It wasn't like a long incantation. It was very short. And then in that moment, the brightest light I've ever seen had shone. And from that, I've been blind. So instead of seeing through my eyes, I have Philip 3, my familiar. He's a lightning bug. And Philip 3 is the third because we had a learning curve to figuring out this whole. Unfortunately, Philip 1 and Philip 2 are no longer with us. And yeah, so I think it would make sense for her to be lawful good. She just wants to find. Oh, I forgot to say, her while she was out doing her duties, she comes back to find everybody was missing. Duties, like not number 2.
Philip, that's what happened to Philip too.
Oh, Philip.
But her whole family went missing. I'm trying to find them, and I'm really interested in the truth and being very like tight butthole about it.
Your character sounds so awesome.
Yeah, that's really thought out.
Look, everyone's character sounds so cool. It's gonna be really fun.
MP, could I say like what my current little objective is, and that might be why I would be connecting up with everybody? Okay. I saw either like a nightmare or a vision or something of a forest or an entire grove that burned down. And the like record keepers or like archivists and like memory keepers, whatever, they will get urns of soil, and my task has been given that I have this soil and I need to take it to where that grove has burned down to like rejuvenate the soil. And because of that memory that I saw, I am extremely afraid of fire. I'm super afraid of catching on fire or things around me being on fire. So I am super, super scared of fire. Hi, doggy.
Doggy?
A dog.
Dog!
Can I pet that dog?
There's a dog.
Tuxie says
Oh.
you can pet me if you have
Tuxie
snacks.
Luxie. Yeah.
Snicks. Snicks.
I did forget to say for my character, and I don't know if it really will end up finding out, but she's also from the below. I didn't state that.
Okay.
I assumed everyone was from the below. Ruined my plans.
Oh, no,
Blue-
I'm above.
We're from
Blue,
the
to
down
answer
under.
your question, my character is true neutral.
Neutral club.
True
Yeah.
neutral.
I got one
that
chaotic.
makes I think that makes Toots the party bomb. So good luck.
Hey, you know what?
I need rules.
But I mean, those can change though, correct? MP, like as we play, if things
Your
come
alignments are
about.
very fluid. Very fluid.
They're just
like-
guidelines, anyways.
It's just pirate code, right?
Just
Yeah.
don't
And like,
just don't
Parlay.
ask. Was it
Parlay.
Ashwin?
yeah, don't ask Ashrin.
We don't talk about Ashrin.
We don't talk
about
Ashrin.
Ashrin.
No. But
Cool. So real quick, just to recap, on, safety, lines and veils are important. I think everyone here knows lines and veils. Yeah. Paul, maybe not.
lines and veils.
Yeah. So, lines
X cards.
are hard limits. Things that we won't, go over. Things like, child death, animal abuse, that kind of stuff, right?
None of
If
that.
you roll a 0 on the animal handling, you don't kill the dog.
Oh my god.
No.
And that happened once. I tried to pet a
Sam,
dog
how
and
do you
rolled a
know
1, dude. It was so bad. I was like, MP, you can't do it.
Weird
It's
that
my
you just
ex.
know that off the
It's
top.
my ex. It's
It's
my
crazy.
ex,
It's
dude.
wild. You wouldn't have experienced anything like that,
I'm
right?
not
No,
killing the
not
dog.
at all.
What about pregnancy checks? Do those exist, Sam?
What about
Oh
abortions?
my
Have
god,
they
I
been
forgot
outlawed
I
yet?
had to roll for pregnancy, dude. That's so fucked up. Oh my god. Yeah, you know.
was a
No,
wild
Paul,
time.
that is not something to joke about.
What?
He referenced abortion. I said no, that is not
Oh.
something to joke about.
Okay. If there are specific lines or veils, or if lines are hard limits and things that we will not include the game at all, veils are things that we might touch on. They might happen in the world, but we won't be describing them in great detail, right? So things like, there might be, sexual assault in the world, right? But it's not gonna become like, we're not gonna role play that, right? It'll just be kind of a known thing. On the same token, if there's something happening in the world that you're okay with, but you don't want to experience it, you can DM me and kind of fade to black, and your character doesn't have to be a part of that scene. If there's something that you're totally unokay with, doesn't matter, if you're just having a bad day and you're not okay with it, normally you would be, somebody spit in your beer and you're like, man, I just really can't do this today, right? You can always pull an X card. So an X card is simply you DM me and just say, hey, I'm not cool with this. We need to back out of this. And we'll stop the scene immediately. No questions asked. We'll adjust as we need to. But this is your panic button. This is like how you get out of a scenario that you're not comfortable with. And then kind of post game, not after the session, but in a few days, I'll probably reach out to you, kind of figure out what was triggering so that we can avoid it in the future. Any questions on safety? I know that most of us have played together, so I kind of have an idea for what everyone's lines and veils are. If there's something that's changed or something that you want to make sure that we don't get into, feel free to DM me and we can go over that. I think for the most part, we're all kind of, similar people, right? That's why that's why we get along, right? And yeah. Any thoughts, questions, concerns? Cool. All right, here we go. Mechanical adjustments.
Roll initiative.
Right.
20.
So originally I planned on doing this as 2 tables, right? And that failed because we all like each other too much and we just want to spend time together, right? So we're gonna do it 1 table. We're gonna try it 1 table. All right. I will be I plan on running the session with whoever's there. All right. You show up, you don't show up, whatever. Right? We're gonna keep rolling. We'll edit as we need to, right? We'll adjust as we need to. If you don't show up, you give me full reign to use your character. So, Godspeed. I'm currently thinking probably every other week for sessions, just to give us some kind of cadence. Every week is a lot to commit to, I think, for everybody.
Yeah.
So every other week kind of feels good. And, again, show up, don't show up, like no hard feelings, right? We're going to stick to milestone because it's so much easier than tracking
What?
points.
No XP?
No.
No grinding
No.
hogs in the forest?
No.
No.
Thank God.
No hugs.
We will be continuing the tradition of blind death saves. So death saves only rolling to me. I think it works. I think it works well.
Can you explain what that is?
Yep. So if you drop to 0 HP or below, you'll enter death saves. And typically in the rules, you would roll them just on the table. But instead you will roll them privately to me and me only. So that way, a lot of times death is happening in the middle of combat, right? And so the idea is that you're not going to know like how close to actual death your friend is, right? So this kind of like adds some tension to, and some tactical urgency, right? To like, is my friend going to die right now? Boop-a-doop-a-doop.
So wait, could you like technically play dead? As
You'll
mechanic?
continue to roll. You'll continue to roll until the end of combat, basically.
Okay.
Yeah. You can always try and play dead. I guess that would just be a check, but yeah. You want to just roll over?
I think I just heard your dog snore, Chico.
I'm telling you, she's so freaking loud. It's my camera keeps lighting up. I've woken her to get her to stop, and she just.
It's just funny. It's cute.
All right. Here is the. It might rub people the wrong way, but stick with me. All right. I'm going to have 2 different initiative systems, and depending on the combat, will determine how I use them. So the first one's very simple, just group initiative, right? So I get an initiative, you guys get an initiative, right? Very simple, very straightforward. How I'll handle it is whoever has the highest initiative out of your group will determine if you go first or if I go first, right? The second one's a bit more complicated, but I think it will allow some of the bigger combats to go quicker and it's the buddy system.
Buddy.
So, when combat starts, everyone will pick a buddy. Perhaps 2 buddies if there's an odd number of people, right? But you will pick a buddy. When you roll initiative, you will take the average of that initiative. That is your shared initiative roll. When it comes to your initiative, you will determine which between the 2 of you acts first or second, right? You're effectively acting all at the same time anyways, but this will just be, it kind of gives you another, in my mind, I think it gives you like a, if Panda and I are buddied, right? And it's coming up to our thing, Panda can be like, hey man, like make sure you get your shit ready, right? And if I don't, then Panda can go and then I can go right after him, right? And we'll hopefully keep combat flowing. Because instead of just a hey, you're next, right? It's a hey, like you're up, you're really up next, right? And the only thing that's gonna change is like whatever, Panda decides to do.
So it can
Does that
flip
make
between
sense?
turns? Or between rounds, I mean?
Yeah, you would decide with your buddy like who gets to go first or who wants to act first.
Per round, not per combat,
Yep.
though, right?
Sounds like each
Yeah.
round.
Mhm.
Gotcha,
Each round,
okay.
yep.
That's pretty cool.
I like that.
So, question: you said so with the buddy system, it's the average roll.
Yep.
So, can you kind of explain a little more on what you mean by that?
Yeah, so if
Since
you and I
that's
are buddied,
newer, I'm not sure. Yeah.
yeah, so if you and I are buddied and you roll an 18 and I roll a 16, our average initiative would be 17. So
Okay.
we're then 17 on the initiative order.
Okay.
And then ties would be average dexterity. I don't think it's going to happen a whole lot with the buddy system, but if it does, we can cross that bridge when we get there. But yeah, so that's how you would do it. So it does take away a little bit from the initiative hose, but I think that it's going to work. I think it's going to work better for combat with 9 people or whatever we have, right?
So it's basically the middle ground between the 2 numbers.
Yep, correct. Yep. The easiest way to do it is if you take both your numbers and divide it by 2.
Okay.
Yep. Questions, thoughts, concerns?
Can we combo attack with each other?
Yeah, if you want to fucking,
we're,
Marvel Ultimate
doing things-
Alliance tag team something, go for it. Yeah.
I'm gonna throw you punch.
Yeah.
Do we get an advantage when we do that?
Ooh.
Yeah, I'll build in some sort of tactical advantage there. That's fine.
Okay, I'm in.
If it means that we don't spend more than 4 minutes in a turn, I'm down. I will do whatever.
Combat battles last hours.
Yeah, exactly. How did this 6 seconds take 20 minutes? All right. So, also in combat, I have learned from your groups, from my other groups, I suck at dealing with everything that goes into combat. So, I'm going to take some of the burden off of me and put it on you guys.
What?
What you mean?
There are 3 roles that will be available during combat. Jobs, if you want to call them that. They're meant to not only help me, but they're also meant to keep you engaged, right? Because you have some sort of responsibility outside of your turn to stay involved and keep things going. The first one we've done before in some format. I'm calling it the Chronos Keeper, and so this is the initiative and round tracker. So you'll be in charge of notifying buddy pairs hey, you're up, or hey, you're up next, or whatever, right? However you want to track it, it's entirely up to you. It'll just be important that you track both initiative and the round that we're on, right? The next one is the Nexus Anchor. This is a bit of a, I'll say tedious job. This is going to be someone who's tracking ongoing effects, things like conditions, hazards, spell effects, different actions or resistances that refresh. So you'll be working with the Chronos Keeper for rounds and stuff like that. And then also, reminding, both me and other players of when conditions are up or, how long a condition has left and stuff like that.
Understood.
Finally, sorry, go ahead.
I said understood.
Okay. Finally is the Vitality Monitor. This will be the person who's tracking damage for my monsters.
Hmm.
So you'll just track how much damage a monster takes. And, at a certain point, I'll still tell you the states, right? Bloodied, wounded, etc., right? But you're just tracking how much damage they're taking, right? So that way my focus is keeping the combat flowing, right? Keeping helping to keep everyone in check and helping to make sure that we're not getting bogged down with math and numbers and things that tend to just kind of clog up combat, right?
I have
Are
an
we
idea.
not using that? Oh, sorry.
No, go.
Are we not using that little board thing with the pieces and then show you all the health and stuff?
We'll be using Foundry. And whoever is the Vitality Monitor will basically have access to that. Yeah.
Will
So
the
you'll just
same person be the Vitality Monitor the entire time, or will we just be like, hey, I'll do that this time?
Nope. In combat, you guys will decide who wants to do it. Right? Doesn't have to be the same person every time. I think you'll find certain people like to do certain things. And I don't want anyone to feel like they're doing too much, right? But it will be, share the load, right? Share the load.
I have
And I
cool
think
cards
anything
for
that we
Chrono
can
Keeper.
do. Cool cards.
I got cool cards for that. Is anybody a dragon?
What deck is that?
The deck of many things.
Whoa. That's the it's the one that you had.
Oh, the fancy Oracle deck.
Yeah, these are from the last campaign. But yeah, it's got cool cards.
Shiny. Shiny.
This was MP's card. It's pretty cool.
And then all the typical stuff, we don't track ammunition, we don't track rations, we don't track components, right? Don't go crazy, right? But I'm not going to I'm not gonna make you go and find ragweed to cast your spell, right? I'm gonna assume you got all the stuff you need, right? Don't have to track arrows, don't have to track bolts. I think that for the most part, components are just gonna be the heavier things, even diamonds for Revivify. You got the gold, I'm gonna assume you got the you found the diamond, right? I think the only caveats to that are the things where you have to have the bane of this monster, right? Or the thing that this person most hates, right? You gotta have that. You gotta have found a way to get that, because that doesn't have necessarily a monetary value, right? Or the monetary value isn't as important as the item itself. Does that make sense for all you spellcasters out there?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So I guess the way that you said the merchant system kind of works, where it's like things might be hard to find, but even harder to buy because people are not looking to give shit up where we are.
Mm-hmm.
That's,
Mhm.
I guess, not going to come into effect for spellcasters then,
Be a hater and say,
right?
For like component stuff. Yeah.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah. Component stuff. I'm going to just I'm going to say and assume that it's easily come by. Personally, I just think that I don't want to track components, you know. And
Joshua. Me either, dog. Got it. Say less. Got it.
I don't want to role play you going to a merchant to buy some fucking sticks, you know? Like
I got a job, duh.
Literally.
And
I do.
One
Yeah.
session is just walking back and forth from the merchant.
We've done it.
Yeah. Yeah, we have.
We've done it.
We have.
I remember going to a store with a dragon.
The goblin sauce, yep.
Goblin sauce, man.
Ah.
That goblin.
Goblin sauce.
You signed my book.
We're so fucking back, dude.
So we talked about the world, we talked about characters, we talked about how we know each other. Any questions about lore, rules, expectations?
I had a question about the purchasing of information.
Okay.
Now this is just like a role play thing. We can kind of like apply this to anybody. Will people also pay us for information?
So people do pay for information. Typically in the below more than the above. The mechanics of the beginning paying for information, it'll be information tied to a rumor. So it'll be verified information, right? Verified truth. It may, confirm or deny a rumor, right? But that is mechanically how during the character creation that information is going to work. In game, there'll be other people that you can buy information from, sell information to. You could be, truthful or dishonest. Like there's lots of options there when we get into the role play side of things. But for the character creation, it's just spend 150 gold, get a piece of information, and that information will be shared with you, and then you can decide if you want to share it with the party.
Where were those? Where did you post that again?
That's in the primer.
Okay.
Or no, it might not have been in the primer. It might have been in the other announcement post. Yeah, it's the buying rumors part of the campaign announcement. Right after the primer.
Ah, yes, there it is.
Anybody else? Okay. Let's see. So I know we have a few people that still have to do sheets, right?
Finished mine while we were talking.
Okay, good. So up to you guys. I guess, does anyone have any commitments on Fridays or Saturdays? I know Panda and Chico, you guys have your home game.
Right.
Yeah.
Is that every Saturday?
No,
No,
it's once a
it's
month on
once a month.
Saturdays.
Okay.
And it's kind of
Um,
just where it lands for our scheduling availability
Yeah.
as a group.
we don't have anything
Fridays. Go ahead, Chico.
other than... No, you're fine. Go ahead.
I was gonna say Fridays are typically gonna work better for me, just
Okay.
because I typically do gym during the week, but whenever we need to miss a day, that usually gets rescheduled to Saturday nights.
Okay.
So
That
Fridays will
works.
typically be better for me.
Works.
Fridays are fine here too, but Halloween is not gonna work for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, obviously.
Yeah, my only next weekend it's Friday and Saturday, or no, next weekend I can definitely do Saturday. The following week it's Halloween weekend. It's just nutty.
And we'll be out of town the week of Halloween.
Okay.
So,
So the question is do we start the 25th or the 8th?
are we doing Fridays or Saturdays?
I guess it just I think it's gonna depend on the week, right?
Yeah.
I mean, if we start next Friday, that makes us skip the major holidays in November and December. Whereas
Okay.
if we, I mean, if we wait, 3 weeks, it's the same thing.
Right. True.
Yeah, next Friday is. I just didn't know that. I made
Okay.
plans before this all started.
Unacceptable, Paul. Unacceptable.
I do the
The
25th.
fucking birthday
and then,
parties, dude.
Fucking birth.
It's Oktoberfest, and I want to go to the beer stein holding competition.
October.
Are you gonna wear a
This is in
lederhosen, Paul?
September. What do you mean?
Yeah, you have to wear lederhosen.
Yeah, you have to wear
Oh,
lederhosen.
yeah, sure. Let me find it.
Order some on
Hold on,
Amazon.
I'll
We'll
get
be
right
there
back to you on
tomorrow.
If you
MP
ship it,
has to
that's
wear a
the only way.
dirndl then.
Bitch.
How's a dirndl?
What the ladies
Yeah,
wear
Oh.
at
Jet
Oktoberfest.
Mm. I'm not trying to get
Yeah, no,
sexually
they're doing
assaulted
a-
at work again.
Yeah, my friends and
Again
I
is crazy.
again.
Is this the Little Red Riding Hood or whatever thing?
Yeah.
Oh
yeah.
god.
Oh, I remember that.
Yeah.
There's no forgetting that one.
No.
Showing me pictures.
You put that on the internet.
Once it's out there, it's there.
That's right.
There.
That's right.
Yeah. And then on Fridays, the earliest I can start is 5, just because I'm on the West Coast and work.
Yeah. Yeah. I think we're a late
We usually
crew
don't start
anyway.
until a little later anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's perfect.
I got a
then.
nap.
And realistically, by the time people like get up and by the time we assemble, Paul, it'll be well past. It'll be getting
got
into
it.
dinner time for you.
But that's perfect. Gives time for Sam to self-suck.
True. Maj
I can
too.
finish work without someone. Oh yeah.
It's been a while. All right, it's been a while.
we all
That's our-
go through a phase. Okay, we all go through a phase.
I know what you're talking about, so.
That's Sam's. That's our code word for nap.
We fell asleep and
asleep.
didn't wake up on time to carry our
Yeah.
plans out.
Right. You
Yeah.
fell asleep when you were supposed to do something.
Yep.
Yeah. He died to
And it
self-suck.
happens way more often than you think. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, if we start the 7th, I'll just never schedule anything the opposite weeks.
Never.
I just know Saturdays sometimes might be hard for me because if I am manager on duty or manager on call, there's a possibility that I'll have to work the floor if anyone calls off. So I like to try to avoid those weeks if possible. Because last Saturday I worked a 12-hour because I had 3 people call off.
We can
So,
we can
not
stick
fun.
to Fridays. That works.
Yeah.
That works. So the 7th then. that work for you, Nikki?
Mhm.
Okay. Cool. The 7th. Put it in the book. All right, so it gives you slackers 3 weeks to get character sheets put together. So yeah, get your
Can I
character
schedule
sheets
time with
rolling.
you so I can do it?
Yeah, yeah, we can get
Sweet.
some time together. Get some time together. Panda, I will say, is the master of the character sheets. Fucking snaps for Panda for getting all that shit together.
Yeah, you fucking crushed that, dude. Thank you.
Huge.
If anything looks wrong or looks weird, let me know. I need to put the like the snippets so you can see the descriptions in the character sheet. Like just at an easier glance rather than having to click the ability and then look at the little pop up there.
Right.
But
Right.
I'll get there eventually.
Every
Crushed
time I
it.
clicked on your
It's a Friday
link,
before.
it made me join again, and now I have 2 characters in here. Do I just hit leave to get rid of the one that's unassigned?
I can remove that for you. So I would just suggest like if you just go to D&D Beyond next time, like and you click on your little icon in the top right corner, you can go to characters and then just view your character that's in the campaign.
Now, do
I
they have to be
delete this one?
switched to be in the
Yes, just
party?
delete
Because,
this
like,
one.
Sade is still marked under. Well, actually,
I'd have to
Zen-
kick her and then you just have to join the other one.
don't kick her.
Yeah, and I've never used that website, so I could use a little guidance.
No, like I'm
Right
gonna
now
kick her
she's-
from the other one.
I know.
Like kick
I
her
think
out of the other one, and then she can
She's in
join.
Little Giants right now.
Yeah, I saw a bunch of
Yeah.
like boxes to check and stuff, so I just left it all how it was.
So,
that's fine.
for like your home sheets, like your homepage, I would let me open up another one. I got 700 tabs open right now. Like if you go into your character editor,
Mhm.
on that very first page, would make sure to change your hit points to manual unless you just want to leave them as like your average as you level up. Is that is another thing that we do roll as we level. And then advancement type set as milestone.
Okay.
And then for the encumbrance MP, that's I know you typically don't care about encumbrance. So I turned it off myself personally, but
No encumbrance. Okay.
that should be just about everything on there. Like the modifier top or bottom, that's a personal preference. Like modifiers or scores on top.
Hmm.
Do you like to be on the top or the bottom?
Versatile.
¿Por qué no los dos?
Let's see.
Sometimes I
ignore-
like the top, sometimes I like the bottom.
Question:
like that.
Ignore coin weight. On, off.
You can turn that off.
On what?
Ignore coin.
It's ignore coin weight is on.
You can turn it off. Well, if you're not, I don't track encumbrance.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Another one of
then
those
it doesn't
things.
actually matter.
Yeah.
Baldur's Gate 3 does.
True. True.
They
I
don't
get the
see
mod,
Sade
though. I
didn't
in
like
there,
that.
So we can look at that here in a second.
Yeah,
Yeah, I can help you. I'll just walk
But
upstairs.
yeah,
and
Red,
help
we
you.
can get some time for you. Get
Yeah.
you all set up. We need to figure out your magical item too.
Mm-hmm. I think I have an idea, but yeah, let's chat about that.
Yeah. for
Magical
sure.
items are fun.
It should be a little rock because you're a little otter, right?
Yeah,
Oh,
little
Like a clamshell?
There's a clamshell, yeah.
That's cool.
Inside is a
The
magical
ultimate
pearl that
pearl
heals
of
your whole
power.
party all the time.
It's the magical girl shell. It's how you transform into a sailor.
Okay,
Yes.
let's do it. We're so in.
Sam can quit bitching about it.
Yeah. Maj debated me. Sad times.
I just can't wait for an
What'd I
otter
do?
with like a New York accent.
Right.
Yeah.
It's exciting. It's
Is that what you
Do
want?
it.
You want to do?
No, you don't have to do
You
that.
okay,
but
Axton? You can do it.
Do
it.
I'll fucking lay it out. We can do
Do
that.
it. Do it. Do it.
It's like our own Rocket Raccoon.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh God.
Yes. I need his leg. Do it.
I'll get that leg.
Wait,
Looking
the
for
leg?
a boot that got
Or
left
is
in
it
a
a
lake.
is it a thigh?
Well,
bunch
with
of
our
thighs.
track record, it'll be a thigh. The whole
Yeah.
leg,
Yeah.
all of it.
It's a bunch of thighs.
I'm gonna put 9 Eastern, and understand that we'll probably won't start until 30 to 60 after that.
Okay.
Cool.
Cool.
Okay.
That's just how we roll.
Is that like a buffer for people if they're running late
Audio
Everyone runs late.
issues.
or they fell
Yeah.
asleep?
Everyone runs late.
This is not an on-time crowd.
I was-
Panda and I were in
Especially
here
if
early.
you got kiddos, then it's really hard.
Got one right here, still trying to. I think he's trying to sleep right now.
Oh. It's also depending on the night, because like if they happen to be with either of our parents and time's free, then yeah. So depends on the night.
Well, Schwerd, Great Sesh 0. I'm excited to run this very different campaign. It is both challenging and exciting for me. So I'm looking forward to experiencing this fracturing veil
Mhm.
and how you guys are gonna shake off the area to its core.
Urethra.
Whoa.
But
Pause.
There's a lot of whole talk in this group.
That's how it's spelled in the natural render of
It is.
Urethra.
Urethra.
That's what I said.
Exactly whose are we shaking to its core?
I mean,
Yeah,
it's a different kind of clam.
Oh Lord. All right, y'all. Love y'all. See you later.
Bye. Good night, guys.
Later,
Bye,
friends.
guys.